Good afternoon, everyone. This is Alex Masige, and welcome to my channel. This afternoon, I'm going to talk to you about the campaign of the Philippine Embassy in Oslo, which is the Filipino Food Fridays. This is a social media campaign which will be shown in Facebook and other social media platforms. This month is Filipino Food Month, and I've been privileged to be invited to present or share my recipes and video of Filipino food that I make. So come and join me as I present and share with you my recipe and of Filipino food. Have fun! Okay, so now we are here in my kitchen. We're gonna make lengua estofado in tomato sauce. There's two types. One is in tomato base and the other one is creamy mushroom base. So, but what I'm gonna make is the one with the tomato base, which I grew up with. So this is more like a Spanish inspired, because Pampanga, the region where I came from, or my dad came from, is mostly Spanish inspired type of cuisine, which is mostly tomato based food. So here are the ingredients for our lengua estofado. The main meat we're gonna have is lengua from beef, which is called storfetunga in Norwegian. It's about 1.5 kilo or 1.6 kilos. And then here are my ingredients. Some people would put potatoes, but all the ingredients I have here for this lengua estofado are the ones that I have in my cupboard, or pantry, or in the fridge. So I'll be having some garlic to put while simmering the lengua, onions, and some ginger to lessen the stinginess or of the tongue. And then for sauteing later, we'll be needing garlic, some onions, tomatoes, champignon or mushrooms, and then tomato puree and some olives. As I said, I don't have potatoes in it, and then I have carrots from the fridge, and then some paprika, sweet bell pepper, and then olive oil for sauteing. So I'm just gonna prepare everything, and then once I'm done, I'm gonna show you again before I put it in our instant pot to pressure cook. We're gonna pressure cook this first before the sauteing starts. So give me a few minutes and I'll be back with you in a few minutes to show you the next step. We will be cleaning the tongue. What I normally do is, this is clean already, but to make sure you take away all the sliminess and everything. So I'm gonna use a salt, like coarse salt, and then I'm just gonna do that and then rub the salt all around it, same as when you do with chicken when you're about to cook a whole chicken. So that's what I'm doing here, massaging the salt onto the tongue, and then we just wash it afterwards with water, and then it's ready to be boiled together with onions, garlic, and ginger. And here we're washing the salt off the tongue. As you can see, it's really clean. So it's just to make sure everything slime is taken off. And then once it's boiled, we can easily take off the skin surrounding the tongue, but not now. Once it's boiled, see, that's tongue. Question though, will our guests like this? Well, it's still beef. We didn't say it's gonna be a regular beef. It's still beef. So we are back. We're back. I've prepared everything that we need. I have here in my casserole for instant pot 3 liters of water, and then the lengua or the beef tongue, and then we'll add 2 bulbs. Yes, 2 bulbs of Chinese garlic that's just been quartered. Then about a handful of ginger that's just been roughly chopped and peeled and chopped, and then 1 onion that's been quartered. That's that. And then we'll put a bit of salt, Maldon salt in it. And then this will be ready to go into the instant pot for pressure cook. So let's close it and then put it on pressure. We put on meat. It says 80 at low pressure. So what we do is we put it on, where's the pressure? There. We put it on high pressure. Then we could lower the time. It says 6 hours. No, we don't need it for 6 hours. So we lessen it to then we put it to 50 minutes. And that's it. Then we have our lengua gonna be pressure cooked. Well, okay, and then let's go to the next. So while that's pressure cooking, we can prepare the sauce or the base sauce. And I have here prepared 1 bulb of garlic, Chinese garlic that's been chopped, 1 onion that's been sliced, the paprika that's been sliced, and then 3 carrots that's been sliced. And then we have the tomato puree, and then the tomato sauce, and then the mushrooms in can. That this is whole mushrooms or champignons, and then the tomato that's been coarsely chopped, and then my favorite Kalamata olives from Kalamata from last summer. Okay, let's start sauteing while the lengua is pressure cooking. About 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the wok. Then let's have the onions. I normally put the onions first. Why? So that it doesn't get burned. The garlic, onions, and then the garlic. If you are in the Philippines, as I have been taught, it would be the garlic first and then the onions. But I'm in Norway, so not to burn the garlic, I start with the onions. And then saute this until transparent. And then we put in the vegetables. And then let's get our tomatoes so it could simmer together. And use a bit of water to cleanse your can so you could maximize the use of your chopped tomatoes when you're using canned tomatoes. That's what I would normally do. Estofado actually started or was influenced by the Spaniards when they came to Philippines. There are different types of estofado. It could be the beef tongue, and then you could use pork and pork, beef. But estofado in the Philippines is normally associated with the tongue, with the beef tongue. So when I was growing up, lengua estofado is normally served on special occasions like fiestas, barrio fiestas, provincial fiestas. And I was growing up watching the old women at my granny's whenever she would have a huge festivities or guest in the house. And I would watch them cook and prepare vats, not like wok, but huge vats of food. From killing the animal to preparing all ingredients from the 2 days before or a night before. And that's how I learned how to cook. That's how my love for cooking came about. was watching all these women cook huge pots and vats of food. And guess what? Lengua estofado, when I was growing up, was only being served to the VIP guest, not the regular people. If you're not a VIP, you won't be able to sit on the table and be served this because it's beef. Even if though it's a lengua or a tongue, it's still from beef. So only for special guests. You would get normally the sopas, the menudo, you know, the simple stuffs. But this one, VIP only. That's why this is normally just being served on Christmas. Christmas, special occasions like wedding, birthdays, golden anniversaries. So we will just simmer this until it, you know, nice consistency, you know, until the oil from the tomatoes has come out and the oil from the tomato paste has come out. And then we'll simmer that slowly until it gets that consistency. I'll just put it on 5. I have the champignon ready, but I won't put it right away. I have the olives ready. I won't put it right away because it's salty. So I don't want to make this salty yet. So we'll put that up. And then on another, while these are cooking and simmering, I will put on the rice so that it will be ready by the time our lengua is done. See you in a few minutes. Hi, so we're ready to sear the tongue, the beef tongue. It's been cooking or simmering for about 4 hours. We had to take it out of the instant pot because it wasn't pressuring enough while I was cooking it earlier. So we had to change it. So it went on 4 hours on a stove top. And now we're about to sear it on a pan with a little bit of oil and some butter to have some color around it, so it would be nice and charred, nice and golden brown. And then on our wok, we have the sauce that has been simmering for a while with onions, tomato sauce, and mushrooms and carrots with some salt and pepper and a little bit of paprika, so to add a little bit of taste. So that's going to be our base for this tongue. So let's do it. Turn our meat. It's still watery. There we go. So tender. You also have the option of just putting this in a frying pan if you want, or an air fryer, just to get it golden brown around it, and then slice it after. Okay, we're ready to take out the tongue from the pan. Just bring this over instead of it having to fall out. There we go. So we are ready to cut up this lengua. Let's see how it is. It's really tender. Look at how red it is, or pinkish it is. And the knife is not even like resisting. I'm just sliding it in and it goes down because it's totally tender. Like I said, in the Philippines, they would only serve this on fiestas, weddings, special occasions like Christmas and New Year. We are ready to plate up. So we get some sauce. It's up to you how you want it. You want the sauce on top of the meat or on the bottom. But to show the meat, I will put this on the bottom, but normally it would be like drizzled on top of it. But since we want the tongue to be the star of the show, we will have to put it on top. Skin there. The tongue skin is so thick it hasn't separated. There we go. Put some of those there. Look at that. It's so tender. It's like corned beef actually. Let me get some slices of spring onions just to make it pretty and nice to put on top. There it is, our lengua estofado. Lengua in tomato sauce base. So, this is lengua estofado, brought to you by Alecx of Nordic Pinay. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments or suggestions that you want us to feature in our video or in our page, please do let us know. Do comment below and like, subscribe, and comment. If you haven't visited our other videos, please do so. Bye for now. Until then.